How's it going, everyone? In this video, we're checking out the latest upgrade on Google Maps. If you use navigation for Google Maps as an example, they redesigned the UI where it's, here, let me start it real quick so you can take a look at it. If we hit start, this is how the new update look like. The colors are different, buildings pop out more, and there's so much more that we're gonna go ahead and cover in today's video. So of course, timestamps to all this stuff will be in the description down below for your pleasure. And yes, I'll also talk about how you can enable it on your device as well. So one of the major changes that Google did on Google Maps, as now there's a new Ask Maps feature that'll be located on the top of the Google Maps on your phone. Doesn't matter if it's on Android or iPhone, the layout's pretty much identical. It's utilizing Gemini to basically help you on anything you could ask it for, especially if you're like new to a certain area. It's basically your tour guide. You could ask it like, I like to go on a bike trail, where's the nearest one? And then also let's add a coffee shop. I could pick up some coffee afterwards. It'll basically plan everything out for you automatically. It's quite incredible. But what we want to go ahead and check out is the new navigation. So right now we are at CarMax and I'm going to navigate to Studio Grills because one of the new noticeable changes here with the new 3D terrain ability is stop signs are now popping up, but as we begin driving, you will see that not only the colors are different, they're much more bright and easy to see what's going on, but your stoplights are now marked here as well, and you also see amazing landmarks. Google said they were able to successfully achieve this thanks to AI and satellite imaging, because the AI platform is able to identify where the lanes are each in single road. So all these lanes, you can now see it right here on the standard version on Google Maps. So you don't have to use satellite view anymore. AI basically is starting to do it all right here automatically for us. So as we're approaching this intersection to make this U-turn, you'll notice it now has the ability to finally zoom in and zoom out as you accelerate or decelerate. Something that Google didn't have back then. It was only like Apple Maps, and I believe Waze had somewhat of this ability, but now Google Maps finally has this amazing ability, which is really helpful. So as soon as this light turns green, you'll see it zoom out as we accelerate. So there we go, it's like zooming out a little bit. If you noticed earlier, we're not really going at high rate of speeds yet. But once we start cruising at highway speeds, you'll see the animation zooming out and zooming in a bit more aggressive. But yeah, now you can see that stoplights are also part of this new icons too. So every intersection, it's easier to understand what's going on, what's going to go up next, what's going to come up next, like a stop sign, a yield sign, a roundabout, or a simple intersection like this. And something that I found that's pretty helpful is the intersections themselves. They will also tell you if it's one of these type intersections where you don't make a right here, but it has like an area to make a right there, kind of like a yield. This part is what I'm trying to describe. This van nearly rear-ended some Ford. Gotta love California drivers. So as we approach the freeway, you can see the animation zoomed in a little bit more, and then now it begins to zoom out, letting us know that we made our turn. And we'll even mark little traffic lights right here if they're indicators to get on the freeway. So as we safely merge onto the freeway, you can see every single lane right now on the highway. And as we go underneath like bridges and stuff like that, overpasses, and it now shows you this animation as well, which is kind of interesting because this is something that Apple had on Apple Maps. I'm glad to see that Google finally integrated it. If not, I think they did a better job at it. But to be fair, it's still not perfect because there has been a couple of times where I was using navigation this morning and it was suggesting me to go straight. I had to go make a left, get on the left lane, even though that left lane was not going straight at all. So that was really confusing. So it's not perfect yet, but I'm sure after this video is posted, hopefully somebody from Google will see this video and address this issue from happening in the near future. Because this is all new. This just got released. So one of the key benefits of Google Maps is the fact that this is actually one of the few navigation systems that not only will show you the speed limit of the current street, but also your speed limit right there on the top right. So it maintains some of the cool features that Google was known to have, which I absolutely like. Okay, as you can see, I'm purposely gonna skip this exit. I wanna see what it does, how it remaps. So it did zoom in to get my attention. And then there we go. It's assuming we're going off, but we're not. So it's probably going to pause and recalculate. Oh, there we go. It's still highlighting over under the bridge too, which is kind of cool. So it's able to quickly recalculate really quickly, which I kind of like. Just like the older version. That's nothing new. I just wanted to see if the animation was different. If anything, it looked like a little bit more snappier. But now let's actually switch to the correct lanes and get out of here. There we go. It's starting to zoom in again. I like the fact it can actually show us the lanes though. Again, this is all utilizing AI from Gemini, I'm assuming, and then utilizing Google Satellite Street View as well as Satellite View, and it basically indicates all the lines automatically for us, including like landmarks, like those trees that you see right there. There are trees there, some of those buildings right here. So it's pretty unique that it has these landmarks. Now, if we're using Google Voice, from my understanding, it's also able to use landmarks to actually tell you where to turn. Like,
turn left onto Sierra College Boulevard.
That's pretty common. That's just a street name, but I do like the fact that street names pop up right there. But as I was originally saying, some landmarks, if it's like a new road or something like that, it's able to utilize like certain things like turn left or turn right at the Starbucks or something like that.
At the next light, turn left into the parking lot.
Kind of like that, where it just said like the next light, turn left at the parking lot. So it's not just telling us a street name, especially if it's a new place you're not familiar with. Additionally, this version of Google was supposed to understand your driving habits, and if it's a certain route that you constantly take, it's supposed to suggest
turn left into the parking lot.
It was supposed to suggest it more often. So yeah, new navigation, new landmarks, and then voice navigation will now use certain landmarks to indicate where to turn to help guide you better, versus telling you the street name that you're trying to look for like these faded California signs that you can barely read the name that's on the street. Now, real quick, guys, if you've been enjoying this video so far, if you can kindly take 2 seconds to hit that like button and like, those truly do help out the channel, as that allows the channel to be powered by you guys, the viewers, which is why you don't see sponsorship ads for like a sponsorship segment taking like a minute or two off your time. Thanks to you guys, but just hitting a like button and like allows the channel to be powered by you guys, not brands. So thank you so much for those that took the time on doing that. Let's carry on. So let's talk about how you can enable this on your device. First of all, it's compatible on both Android and iPhones, so both iOS and Android operating system devices will have this ability. It's just slowly being pushed to more and more users. So as of right now, I recommend going onto the App Store, update the Google app on your device, and then once you do that, take your device, launch the Google Map app on your phone and all navigations that you have going on here, and then on this main page, select on your profile picture that's on the top right. From here, go into settings and then go into navigation, and this is where you can select between 2D as well as the new 3D animation. By default, it will be selected to 2D. Select 3D, and once you do that, you're set, because as soon as you start navigation on your CarPlay unit, if we hit search, recent search, I'm just going to type in the most recent one I had and hit start.
Head toward Commons Drive.
This is where you'll see the new like blue color effect, indicating that you do have the latest version of Google Maps. So that's how you can enable it on your device as well. Now, unfortunately, it's only available in the United States as well as India, from my understanding, and they're still slowly rolling this update to more and more users every single day. So keep checking if you don't have it yet, but pretty soon I'm sure everybody will have it, probably like within a month, I would say, or sooner, who knows. But other than that, there you guys have it. That is everything new on this latest version of Google Maps. Definitely a massive improvement. All the well-known features that I loved about Apple Maps are now finally available on Google Maps, it seems, with a couple of imperfections, but I'm sure over down the line, Google will continue improving this and making it much better. Other than that, there we have it. That is everything new that got integrated on the latest version of Google Maps. If you wish to watch more, maybe you'd like to see some cool tips and tricks, hidden features, but for Apple CarPlay users. But don't worry, if you're on Android, I also make a separate video of that too, which you go ahead and watch right there. Hidden features of Apple CarPlay, hidden features of Android Auto. So I have a video for everyone, no matter the operating system you're on. Thank you so much for watching.